Am I the asshole for telling my daughter she was acting like an idiot? I take and bring my daughter, 17F, back from school every day. A few days ago I went to pick her up and she was sitting in front of the school while no one else was there. It was a very cold day and she was shivering. I asked her why she is alone and she said the school was closed 2 hours ago and everyone else went home. I was so angry. I asked her why she didn't call me and her only excuse was that, "I didn't think you'd come." I told her she was acting like an idiot and that of course I would come. She called me an asshole and is refusing to talk to me. You are the asshole. I was so angry. Why? This is not a reasonable reaction to your daughter waiting for you to pick her up. Confusion, concern, curiosity, even mild annoyance maybe. But, so angry. That's deranged. You are the asshole. I didn't think you'd come. Why does your daughter feel that way? Why is your immediate reaction to insult her instead of wondering why your daughter thinks she can't count on you? I was so angry. Why? Your daughter was cold and shivering. Why go to anger instead of worried or concerned? Your daughter didn't think you'd come for her. She doesn't think you would help her. Instead of wondering why or trying to reassure her that you will always be there for her, you called her an idiot. You are the asshole. You are the asshole. How did you not know the school was closing early? I get a freaking text, an email, and a voicemail from the school every time my kids' schools close early. I find it telling she would automatically assume you wouldn't show up. If my kid said that to me, I would feel horrible and ask why. You are the asshole. Why would she think you wouldn't come? I mean, your reaction seems like there could be a reason. Am I the asshole for only tattooing one of my children's name? I had my first child when I was young and I was devastated when I had to leave her with my parents to go to college. I tattooed her name and a picture that reminded me of her on my chest. I got married to my wife about 3 years ago and we have a 1-year-old son together. She asked me when I'm going to tattoo his name. I told her I'm not planning to do so. I was very young when I got my first and only tattoo and it wasn't a peasant experience and I don't really like tattoos anymore. She said our son is going to grow up and notice that I only have a tattoo for his sister and he will know who my favorite child is. I told her this is insane and if she really wants a tattoo of our son's name then she should get one. We got into a heated argument and it ended with her calling me an asshole. Am I really the asshole? Nah. However, I think you're pretty ignorant if you can't see how that could look like favoritism. My dad has 6 kids, only one tattoo with one of my sister's name on it. Not a single one of us care or are affected by it. We do tease him though because the one name is my horrible sister that we all hate and who treats him like shit all the time. He gets a lot of, "Glad you got her name, eh dad?" jokes. It's your wife that's being a jealous mama bear. Not the asshole. Nah, valid question from wife, but all your points are valid too. I think she needs to be understanding and acknowledge it. If she wants a tattoo of the son, go for it. Also, I don't think it needs to be an issue now. You might change your mind in 10 years and get a tattoo with his name. I don't think it should be causing conflict this early in your son's life. Hope the argument settles and all goes back to normal. Nah. You get to decide what to do with your own body. However, your son will have a hard time understanding why you have a tattoo of his sister and not him. Not the asshole. Your explanation for not wanting one is good enough and he will understand. Your wife is acting jealous stepmother. Like you said, if she wants one she should get it herself. It is your body and she needs to respect your choice. Am I the asshole for threatening to take my girlfriend's car away if she doesn't get a job? So I've been with my girlfriend for over 3 years. We met at our old job but she got fired from there soon after we started dating, failing a drug test. Since then she's been jumping in between different jobs. Apparently none were good enough for her so she keeps quitting each one after just a few months. But for the last 7-8 months she hasn't worked at all. She even stopped applying to jobs completely. Now for the car. About a year into our relationship I bought her a new car that I'm paying monthly for. Technically the car is legally mine. The only reason I bought it was because at the time she had a 1-hour commute and her old car was crap. Even though the car and financing is in my name she used to pay for it from her salary. But now that she's been unemployed for several months I'm the one that has to pay for it. I also have to pay the whole rent and financing on my own car. I'm barely making ends meet. She only uses the car once or twice a week to go shopping or meet up with her friends. So a couple days ago I snapped and told her that if she doesn't get a job I'll take that car away and give it to my mom. And since I've said that, my girlfriend has stopped talking to me, and when she does she's extremely rude and aggressive. Also, I just want to point out that I've even offered to find her a job. One of my friends is a manager at a small bakery and he said that he could hire my girlfriend. But she still refuses to work at all. On one side I feel like asshole, but on the other I can't afford all those bills. So am I the asshole here? Not the asshole, but seriously, where do you see this relationship going? Not the asshole. You need to face the facts that this girl is a bum and is planning to leech off you as long as she can. Stop enabling her at your own expense. The fact you were willing to finance a car for her in the first place shows that you are a caring boyfriend, but unfortunately some people will take advantage of any kindness they can. Not the asshole. Secretly hoping that things change is not a strategy. If you want your life to change, you have to do something different, like moving out and letting your girlfriend fend for herself. I don't see how giving the car to your mom helps your financial situation. You're still paying for it. Why don't you sell the car to mom or someone else? Not the asshole. Leave your girlfriend and take the car. Not the asshole. You allowed her to use it under the circumstances she was helping pay. Those circumstances have changed and it is not fair of her to expect you to go broke just so she can drive around twice a week. Am I the asshole for having a complete meltdown when husband gifted me a brand new gaming system? So I want to start off with this present economy is hard as fuck. Pre-pandemic we were able to live off a full-time and part-time on our own. Now I can't even afford my half of the rent. We've been living off credit cards for a while now and we always pay the minimum. We are paying off multiple medical bills from during the pandemic. We are drowning in debt, to be honest. Which brings me to the day I came home from work. I've been driving off the gaslight for 2 days straight. I can't even afford gas right now and my husband took my car the night prior to go buy some milk, and the next morning that gaslight was still on. I've never been the type of expect things without asking, but I haven't asked him in a while for gas, so I don't know if he realized I needed gas. But anyways, I came home and saw a brand new game on the kitchen table. The funny thing is I always comment, I can't wait to be able to afford a new gaming system. I would love to play that game, but I know that in the future I hope we can buy it. So my priorities are focused on making sure the house is good. I was so upset about a $60 game and I told my husband, why would you throw $60 on a game I can't even play right now? I'm literally driving off the gaslight and you bought a video game? I automatically saw the change in energy and he was visibly upset. He said he would return it. I told him that money can go towards groceries, please. After hold my tears back from that. Then I walk into the bedroom and I just started crying. Fully crying. Like eyes are red. I'm about to pass out. I saw a brand new boxed PS5 system on our bed. I ran back to the kitchen and said, not just $60 but $600 when you're oblivious to the finances in the house. We are in significant other much debt. Why? And again, husband was just silent and upset with me. After explaining that I was heartbroken that he would go buy a gaming system without telling me then put gas in my car that transports our child everywhere, he said he would return it tomorrow. What upsets me is I'm the person who does the budgeting in the house. The doctor's appointments. The making sure things are straight, so I'm really stressed almost all the time. And I'm also a full-time student while working a full-time job and a parent to a toddler. Husband works full-time also and takes over when I need to do homework. Am I the asshole for getting upset for my husband trying to surprise me with a brand new PS5 when I can't even afford gas or groceries right now? Edit. I'm sorry for not responding as quick as needed. I've been busy with family. I have responded to a few comments that have asked for more info and have been asked to leave more information in this post for clarification, so I will add. 1. We have personal accounts, but we also have one joint account for household items which are for rent, daycare, car insurance, internet, light and gas, and renter's insurance. 2. Husband purchased the PS5 with a Best Buy credit card he opened last month when we bought an emergency air purifier, humidifier for the apartment due to dry air. The winter sucks and we've been having constant nosebleeds. This is where my questioning comes from. I asked him if he would rather pay $30.4050 on a monthly payment towards a PS5 or would he rather give me the money to go to Target, which he doesn't do lol, so I can buy the things we need to eat for the week. He didn't grasp this. Like utterly clueless until I repeated myself 5 times. Upside down face. 3. I didn't ask my husband to fill my tank or help me fill my tank because I really made the mistake of assuming he would offer to help when he went to buy the milk at 9 p.m. The next morning, as I turned the car on, I saw the light still on and I had already mentally told myself that I would ask after work. Like, hey honey, I'm sorry, but can you spot me $10 for gas? I'm negatives right now, sorry. But I came home to the PS5 game and system and it tipped me over the bridge. 4. We are married, we have one toddler, we are not separated. 5. We have monthly budget meetings but I'm do the math and he sits there watching me do the math. So I'll crunch numbers and be like, okay, please throw this much into the household account so our household items are covered. And he does it. Whatever is left is for our personal debts like medical or credit cards. 6. We are both full-time employees. I am the one who is taking online full-time courses after work while husband helps put our toddler to sleep. I'm knocking out at 11 p.m. 12 a.m. after homework. 7. This economy sucks and I really appreciate everyone who sees it's been super stressful. I do feel like I manage almost everything in the house, and I needed to ask if I was the asshole because I feel bad I hurt his good intentions. But like bro, we don't even have for gas, groceries, smiling face with tear. 8. PS5 and game has been returned. So glad we do not have an extra monthly payment on something we don't need. 9. I apologize guys. I thanked him for the gesture. I'm the person who does the budgeting in the house. Info. So does he know the state of the budget? Are you communicating with him about current expenses and debt? You can't expect him to make good decisions without the info to do so. Not the asshole spending $660 on luxury items without consulting your partner when your credit cards are maxed out and yours cars are running of fumes is irresponsible. Everyone deserves a treat every now and then, regardless of their circumstances. We're all human. But a new gaming system and games? Yeah, no. I was thinking more like going out to dinner or splurging for your favorite dessert, but a gaming system isn't a treat, it's frivolous. Not the asshole. Include him more on the budgeting, so he is more aware of how dire the situation is. Make a long-term plan for like 1-2 years and estimate the bank account status and debts. It really helps to put things into perspective and avoids wasting money now that you need in half a year for a travel, medical examination, study, etc. Info. A lot of your statements regarding being unable to afford things are statements. Are you the only one contributing to shared household expenses, i.e. gas, groceries, etc.? Info. Based on the way you talk, it seems like you two have separate finances. Are you personally drowning in debt and he is fine, or are you both drowning in debt and he is oblivious? Or is overspending a habit of his and perhaps part of why you are in debt? I need more context here to really understand.